Being an underground artist in Australia is like setting yourself up for failure. This shit's so hard. This is definitely not for everyone. The amount of times that I've seen people and friends in my life just kind of give up on their dreams and just settle for less, it is what it is, you know? But on the other hand, I've also seen friends who are being patient enough to stick it out and are now in better positions than they would be if they had just given up and pursued a 9 to 5. And there's nothing wrong with the 9 to 5, by the way. I still work a regular job and I still haven't figured it out entirely just yet. But I know that industry is a really big place. There's a lot of money out there for everyone. And I know literally anyone can do this. You just got to find your own niche and just work it to your favor, and opportunities come and go in waves. You just got to be ready to capitalize. If you miss some, that's cool too, because I've missed plenty and there's heaps to learn from that and to prepare you for the next opportunity. It's not always going to come easy. You've definitely got to love the work and be willing to dig deeper and push yourself constantly, educate yourself, and do whatever you can to put yourself in rooms with people that normalize success and successful behaviors. A lot of us seem to doubt how capable we actually are, and I think that's really important to be careful who you hang out with, because you'll become most like those people. So go and find people who ideally are doing what it is that you want to do, or second best, people that are successful in a field that's close to what you want to do, and soon enough you'll pick up on the habits that got them there. I literally have to stop this because my computer's like 1,000 degrees right now. It's like 40 degrees today. I'm actually quite surprised that my camera hasn't overheated either. Quickly, I wanted to read some comments. I really love the comments that you guys leave, but I just absolutely suck at replying to people. So I thought maybe at the end of my videos, I could do this a little bit more. Chroma key, yeah, I got a green screen. Y'all can see it, but you can't see it. You know what I mean? Do I use my soft clip on my 808s? No, I put it on the master bus, but you can put it on your 808s, but I never really learned that way, so I just chuck it on my master. Newfangled Saturate is a real deal best clipper. Never heard of it. I might have to try it out. Yeah, okay, it's pretty cheap. I might have to check it out. Usually before I buy things, I just watch a heaps of YouTube, listen to how it sounds or the reviews or whatever. Sleeping on the glue compressor and saturator. Ableton stock is efficient. It so is. I'm just so biased to my standard clip. I have tried out the glue compressor, not the saturator though, just using it as a soft clip. I've gotten some pretty good results. So yeah, I'd recommend if you don't have the money to buy any soft clipper or whatever, always keeping me motivated to cook, man. Never stop for real. These type of comments, they make my day. All right, what else we got? Never stop uploading. Bro, honestly, when I saw this comment, I think I just had a good day after that. Dead set. I saw that comment like in the morning and I had a great day. It's unreal the way you provide such a simplified view of production for somebody who struggles with the music theory side of things. You're amazing at breaking things down in a non-convoluted way, and it's so inspiring. Big ups to you, dude. Keep grinding. Appreciate that a lot. I definitely came from a background of not really knowing much music theory. I just dabbled in learning guitar when I was kind of 12. Didn't remember anything. Loved music my whole life. And then I learned Ableton. I learned music theory from just teaching myself in Ableton. I feel like that's probably why you like my way of teaching, is because I feel like I come from a similar background as you. Music is just math. The more you learn about theory, you'll start to connect the dots. It all just links up. It's actually really, really interesting the way that it works. I recommend DJing, learning how to harmonically mix tracks. That's another really fun way to learn music theory. I always recommend just downloading some MIDI, reverse engineering it. That's a really fun way to learn as well. How do you know how much about software plugins are built? I replied to this. If you go into your plugins, right? For example, open this one, stage, tutorials, or about. Every plugin has it. Like this one, if you go settings, manual, and then we can just like scroll through. Look at this. It has like diagrams. All this stuff's really interesting. You just got to give it the time of day to read through it, and you'll be pretty surprised how much you'll learn and actually how interesting it is. I think that's about it. If you have any questions, I'm going to do this from now on because like I said, I suck at replying. Leave your questions down below and I'll answer those as best I can. Thanks for the love on the most recent videos. I'm going to keep uploading and trying to be consistent. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Cop this on my Patreon if you want to support me. It's a really great way to support me. I upload all of my project files up there. You also get this stash kit in here that I use like in most of my beats. I use all the drums on this, and also you get loops. I upload loop packs so you get access to those as well. So check that out and I'll see you in the next video.